All right, gentlemen, so here's the email I received. Antonio, my fiance of 5 years left me for a once close male friend I had known longer than even her. I was deeply in love, and now I feel demoralized. He's unable to meet anyone new or even feel that there's hope for romance again. And worst of all, he feels unable to get her and the hurt and the betrayal that she caused off of his mind. First up, thank you, Mike, for sharing with me your story and asking me to make this video, because you're right, there's tons of guys out there that have gone through a breakup this year and are finding it very difficult to overcome the breakup because it's difficult to go out there and meet new people. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to overcome a COVID breakup. So right off the top of my head, the first thing I'm thinking here is that you should be trying to share the grief. Here's the thing, is your friends want to hear from you. You've probably got buddies you haven't talked to for 10 years, 20 years. Reach out to them, catch up on life, let them know what's going on. Here's the thing. They are there for you. I've got friends that I haven't, from the military, friends from college I haven't talked to for 10 years, 15 years, but I can call them up and they will take my call. When you're going through this tough time, when you're going through this pain, when you hand it off to others, it actually makes them feel good that they can be of service, they can be of use to you. And it's amazing what sharing with other people, how this can just make you feel better. Another key about this is you don't have to even share this with people. You can write this down. Maybe just start writing in a journal. Start writing out and putting your pain on paper. And again, you're spreading this out. You're distributing the load, and this is going to make it a lot easier for you to bear immediately. Now, building off that first point, let's now have a funeral for the relationship. You want to mourn the relationship for what it was and move on. And I know whenever I would break up with somebody, or I had lots of friends that would break up with people, it would be something we'd take the guy out and he wouldn't buy a drink and we would just get him drunk. And you want to talk about, yes, the relationship went on for 2 years, had some highs, had some lows. You guys remember when we did this? And it marks the end of the relationship. And I think having that ritual, going through that process of marking the end is going to help you move on. That being said, alcohol is a depressant. Don't depend on this. Don't drink too much. Drink responsibly. Now, this next one, really important, especially if you're living together, you're now moving out. Set up your new place to feel like a home. And if you got a small apartment, get some artwork up on the wall. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just some nice pictures, things you enjoy. So many times we ignore this. We just find a place that we can crash. We don't do anything on the walls, and it feels like a dungeon. It feels like a prison, and we don't think about the power of our environment and how it has an effect on us. A better thing, maybe move in with a family member, move in with a friend. Even if you're staying on their couch, they probably have done a decent job of furnishing their place, and you're going to at least feel like you're in a home. You want to feel like you got a safe place to go, a place where you can think, where you can unplug, get your life back together and not feel like you're in a prison. Now, this next tip may sound a little bit extravagant, a little bit out there, but hear me out. I want you to set up a weekly appointment with a chiropractor and a massage therapist. First up, you're going to take care of your body. It's going to feel good. Why does it feel good? Because you've got somebody putting their hands on your body. Yes, this is a non-sexual, professional relationship here, but we take it for granted. When we're in a relationship, we had somebody putting their hands on us and it felt good. You need this. We're human beings, and this is a professional setting. This is something that they're helping take care of your body. You're going to feel great. You're going to get that human interaction. It's just a great thing to do. Next up, let's talk diet. This could be a huge one, because if you were working a lot, but you'd come home and there was food on the table, and if it was healthy food, you had something great there. And for you to lose that and all of a sudden just start eating out, you could end up gaining a lot of weight, and you're going to end up putting a lot of junk, processed foods into your body. The food, the fuel you put into your body is going to have a huge effect on the way your brain functions. And now let's talk about exercise. Perhaps it was something important to you before the breakup. Perhaps it's something you didn't do at all before the breakup. Here's the thing about exercise, especially when it's in a sport that requires your mind for you to be thinking. Maybe it's basketball, soccer, or even running outside on a trail. Here's the thing. Your mind is going to be focused in on what you're doing. You're going to be improving your body. This is one of the best things you can do for yourself. When you are in depression, when you're feeling upset about a breakup, if you're not exercising first thing in the morning, you're making a mistake, because what this does is it sets the tone for the entire day. You're going to feel great all morning going into the afternoon. Don't save it for the end of the day. Starting your day with motion is one of the best ways to get off on a positive note. So we talked about diet, we talked about exercise. Let's now talk about sleep. So important that you're getting rest, especially when your mind is restless. And I get it. You can't get her off your mind. This is something you're used to actually having somebody in the bed with you. You're going to have to work to calm yourself down. You're going to have to work to relax, and you want to turn off that social media, especially maybe after 7 p.m. Give yourself 2 hours, 3 hours to actually just kind of relax and get into a relaxed state that you're going to be able to sleep well. I advise you to turn down the temperature in your room, 62 degrees, 63 degrees. Find what works for you, but understand getting great sleep is going to be key to your recovery. Now, I know for me, I love to read. And I find that, turning off social media and just reading some great fiction stories, it's just fun. Or, hey, not for you, then why not actually go read the Stoics? These were guys that thousands of years ago wrote about the problems that you're going through. Now, this next one is where it's starting to get really fun. And that is where you just go do the things that you've always wanted to do, and you don't need to apologize to anybody. Here's the thing. When we're in relationships, oftentimes we compromise. And then we start to realize, well, what am I doing that for? Why am I not doing what I want to do? So take the time to think back. What are things I put on the shelf 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and start doing them? I'll be honest. I put shooting weapons, shooting guns on the shelf years ago because my wife is European. She's anti-firearm. But you know what? I made a decision. I'm going to start shooting again. And I got into competitive shooting. I'm having a lot of fun. Probably going to get into 3-gun here soon. Point being is find what you want to do and then start actually doing it. Now, unfortunately, one of the bad things that can happen after a relationship is you can start to regress. You can blame others. You can develop a lot of poison, a lot of hate inside of you. You can start hating women. You can start just hating other people. You can just really build this up. So make sure that you know what your values are and that you continue to live up to them. What do you want to become? So guys, you've seen me put out these coins, and I want to show you something. Honor, courage, and commitment. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Gents, I created this coin because I wanted men to be able to have something they could carry with them when they're going through tough times. So if you're going through some tough times, I want to hear from you down below in the comments. Write out hey, if you just went through a breakup, if you've had some really bad stuff happen to you this year, I want to hear from you. I'm going to go down there and choose about 10 guys and send these coins out to you. I created these coins. I'm not charging anything for them, but I'm giving them to deserving men because I want you guys to know that, hey, there are people out there that may not even know you that care about you becoming the man you know yourself to be. I appreciate you. I appreciate the community we've built here at Real Men, Real Style. And gentlemen, I will see you in the next video.